At the edge of the industrial sector, a massive operation begins its daily cycle, fueled by precision and immense scale. The process starts with the most critical ingredient, water, purified to an exacting standard that removes every single variable. The process starts with the most critical ingredient, water, purified to an exacting standard that removes every single variable. This is the mixing hall, a massive cathedral of industry where millions of gallons are blended with surgical precision. The scale of production begins here, at the massive storage silos that feed the heart of the factory. Tons of raw aluminum arrive daily, destined to become the iconic cans that fans recognize instantly across the globe. In the ingredient vault, the raw elements of energy are guarded with extreme precision to ensure every can delivers the exact same kick. Water is the foundation of the product, and here it undergoes a rigorous purification process to create a perfect canvas for flavor. From the command center, every liter of liquid and every pound of pressure is monitored by an elite team of engineers. At this scale, the human element is the ultimate fail-safe, ensuring that every protocol is followed with surgical precision. Every milligram of the active ingredients must be accounted for, verified against a global standard of purity that never wavers. Water is the canvas for the flavor, and here it is stripped to its molecular purity through a rigorous multi-stage osmosis process. Hidden within these vials is the core of the brand, a complex synergy of vitamins and extracts that define the energy category.
Bay 3, align now. Host team, connected, pressurized.
Pressure confirmed. Monitor weight displacement.
Copy, Bay 3, align.
The journey starts here, as massive tankers deliver the high-purity liquid sugars that form the foundation of the beverage. The secret energy blend is measured with surgical precision, where even a milligram deviation is outside of tolerance. In the belly of these stainless steel giants, the dry and liquid components are wetted into a concentrated energy syrup. Beyond the ingredients, a mountain of raw aluminum stands ready to be transformed into the iconic containers we know. The journey begins here, where massive tankers deliver the primary sweeteners under strict temperature control to maintain consistency. Every batch is subjected to rigorous chemical analysis to ensure it meets the exacting standards required for the global energy brand. Proprietary blends of taurine and caffeine are metered out with surgical precision, utilizing high-frequency vibrations to ensure a perfect flow. Water is the foundation of the product, purified through reverse osmosis to ensure a consistent taste profile regardless of the factory's location. Programmable logic controllers orchestrate the initial dosing, creating a perfectly homogenized base syrup ready for the main production line. Our journey begins at the massive storage silos, where high-purity crystalline sugar is housed under climate-controlled conditions to ensure its structural integrity. Accuracy is paramount when handling the active stimulants. Even a milligram deviation could alter the efficacy and flavor of the final blend. Before any ingredient enters the production line, it must pass a rigorous chemical assay to confirm its molecular purity and nutritional potency. The core identity of the drink lies in its secret syrup base, a highly concentrated proprietary blend pumped through stainless steel veins. Transported at high speeds via compressed air, these raw materials are now directed to the towering vats where the transformation truly begins. Every batch begins with the foundation of sweetness, processed at a scale that defies imagination. Water purity is non-negotiable, requiring molecular-level filtration to ensure a consistent taste across every continent. Tons of raw aluminum arrive daily, destined to become the pressurized vessels for the energy within. The active ingredients are moved through a closed-loop system, protected from light and air to maintain potency. Automation handles the heavy lifting, ensuring every micro-ingredient is exactly where it needs to be for the blend. Automation handles the heavy lifting, ensuring every micro-ingredient is exactly where it needs to be for the blend. Massive volumes of liquid sweeteners are moved through a labyrinth of steel, managed by automated systems that ensure constant flow and zero contamination. Water is the foundation, purified to a molecular level through reverse osmosis to provide a neutral base for the complex flavor profile. The secret flavor concentrates arrive in sealed drums, staged under high security and precise climate control before the final blend. Every pallet is a data point, tracked through a digital nervous system that coordinates the arrival of raw materials with the demands of the line. The journey begins with the arrival of high-purity sweeteners, the caloric foundation of the energy formula, delivered in massive quantities to sustain the high-speed production lines. The journey begins with the arrival of high-purity sweeteners, the caloric foundation of the energy formula, delivered in massive quantities to sustain the high-speed production lines. Precision is paramount. The active ingredients that define the energy drink's performance must be measured to within a fraction of a gram to ensure consistency and safety. Nothing enters the production stream without a digital fingerprint. Every extract is analyzed to ensure it meets the uncompromising standards of the global brand. Automation is the heart of the modern factory. These computer-guided vehicles ensure that the correct ingredients are delivered to the mixing bay at precisely the right moment. Before a single drop of flavor is added, the water undergoes a rigorous purification process to ensure total consistency. High-purity ingredients like taurine are moved via vacuum systems to prevent any environmental contamination during the transfer. Accuracy is everything. Our systems measure dry ingredients to the milligram to ensure every can delivers the exact same boost. In the heart of the factory, high-torque impellers create a massive vortex to perfectly blend the dry energy components into the water. Real-time laser analysis checks the density of the mixture, ensuring the chemical balance is perfect before we move to the next stage. The process begins with the arrival of high-purity liquid sweeteners, the caloric base of every can. Proprietary powders like taurine and caffeine are handled with pharmaceutical-grade precision. Water is the canvas. It must be purified through reverse osmosis to ensure a consistent taste profile. Nothing enters the mixing tanks without a rigorous chemical analysis to verify molecular purity. Massive automated warehouses manage the inventory, ensuring a seamless flow of materials to the production line. Every batch begins with the arrival of high-purity liquid sucrose, delivered in massive quantities to sustain a 24-hour production cycle. Water is the canvas for the beverage. It must be stripped of all local minerals and impurities through a multi-stage reverse osmosis process. The proprietary energy blend is a highly guarded secret, mixed in concentrated form where taurine, caffeine, and L-carnitine are unified. Precision is paramount. Even a milligram deviation in the B vitamin complex can alter the nutritional profile of the entire production run. Carbonation requires massive amounts of liquid CO2 to maintain the pressure needed for the perfect fizz. Carbonation requires massive amounts of liquid CO2 stored in cryogenic tanks at sub-zero temperatures to maintain the pressure needed for the perfect fizz. Precision is paramount. Every microingredient is sifted and weighed to ensure the exact chemical profile that provides the signature energy boost. Water purification is the invisible backbone of the process, stripping away local minerals to create a perfectly neutral base for the formula. Raw aluminum arrives in massive multi-ton coils, representing the physical vessel for the energy that will soon be distributed worldwide. Before a single drop enters the main vats, raw botanical extracts undergo rigorous spectral analysis to verify their potency and purity. The foundation of the energy blend begins with the intake of bulk liquid sweeteners, moved through a closed-loop system to maintain absolute purity. Dry ingredients are handled by advanced pneumatic systems, ensuring that potent stimulants are measured and moved without any human contact. Precision is paramount. Even the slightest deviation in the vitamin blend could alter the chemical profile and efficacy of the final beverage. Before any flavor is added, the water must be purified to a molecular level, providing a consistent blank canvas for the secret formula. The final arrivals are the flavor concentrates, the most closely guarded secrets in the industry, staged for the imminent mixing process. The scale of production begins here, where massive quantities of high-grade sweeteners are moved via pneumatic systems systems into our storage silos. And water is the canvas for the flavor. It undergoes a rigorous multi-stage reverse osmosis process to ensure absolute purity and consistency. Our flavor concentrates are the most guarded secrets in the industry, stored in climate-controlled environments to preserve their potent chemical integrity. Carbonation provides the refreshing snap consumers expect, sourced from massive cryogenic reservoirs and piped directly into the mixing stream. The energy in the drink comes from a precise blend of vitamins and supplements, measured with pharmaceutical accuracy in our clean room facility. The journey starts with millions of high-grade aluminum cans, arriving in bulk and entering a high-speed alignment system designed for maximum throughput. Total sterility is non-negotiable. Every can is subjected to ionized air blasts and deionized rinsing to ensure the product's integrity remains pristine. Under high pressure, the filling valves inject the precise formula while maintaining carbonation levels that give the drink its characteristic kick. The double seaming process is a marvel of mechanical engineering, creating a permanent seal that preserves freshness and maintains carbonation pressure for years. Every single can is laser etched with its birth certificate, ensuring full traceability throughout the global supply chain while automated eyes watch for the slightest defect. The journey begins with the arrival of the core active ingredients, where purity is measured to the microgram. Vast quantities of aluminum are required to meet global demand, arriving as massive coils ready for transformation. Tons of granulated sugar are pumped into silos, fueling the high-speed production lines hidden deep within the facility. Liquid glucose provides the essential consistency and caloric density required for the classic energy drink formula. Empty vessels arrive by the millions, entering a high-speed world where robotics and gravity work in perfect harmony. The journey begins here, where hundreds of thousands of gallons of concentrated base syrup arrive by the hour. Precision-engineered supplements like taurine and caffeine are handled with pharmaceutical-grade care to ensure potency. Water is the foundation, and it must be stripped of every impurity to provide a perfectly neutral canvas for the secret formula. Liquid carbon dioxide is pumped through cryogenic lines, ready to provide that signature carbonated bite. Quality control is absolute. Every shipment is sampled and verified against a digital fingerprint of the secret recipe. Every day, thousands of tons of raw aluminum arrive, the metallic canvas for the iconic claw logo. Liquid sucrose and sweeteners are the energy foundations, pumped directly into the sterile core of the facility. Precision is paramount when handling the active stimulants that give the drink its legendary kick. Water is the most critical ingredient, purified to a molecular level to ensure flavor consistency worldwide. The proprietary flavor concentrates are kept under strict climate control, guarding the brand's most valuable secrets. The journey begins here, where massive tankers deliver the primary liquid components under strict temperature controls. Every single ingredient is tracked with digital precision, ensuring the secret formula remains consistent across every batch. Purity is paramount. Before a single grain enters the mix, it must pass a battery of chemical integrity tests. Automated pneumatic lines transport the ingredients at high speed, eliminating manual labor and the risk of contamination. Water purification is the unsung hero of the process, stripping the liquid down to its purest form for the perfect taste. The production of a billion-dollar energy drink begins not in the lab, but here at the loading dock, where thousands of tons of raw materials arrive daily under strict logistical precision. Raw aluminum coils, weighing over 10,000 pounds each, are the physical foundation of the Monster brand, requiring immense mechanical power just to move into position. Inside these sealed drums lies the industry's most guarded secret, the high-potency concentrate that provides the caffeine and taurine kick expected by millions of fans. Before a single drop of flavor is added, the water must be stripped of all impurities, ensuring a consistent taste profile regardless of which global facility is doing the bottling. Beginning the homogenization process that creates the dense, high-energy syrup at the heart of every can. The journey begins with massive coils of high-grade aluminum, the structural backbone of every can produced today. Before mixing, water is purified through a complex reverse osmosis system to ensure absolute purity and consistency. Precision is paramount. Robotic systems handle the vital vitamins and amino acids that give the drink its energy profile. Massive silos store the bulk sweeteners, which are vacuum-fed through the facility via a network of pneumatic pipes. The proprietary flavor concentrate arrives under heavy security, serving as the final and most guarded ingredient in the recipe. At the end of the line, Precision Robotics take over to organize thousands of cans into transportable units. Security and stability are paramount, as these pallets will soon travel thousands of miles to reach global markets. This massive inventory represents only a few days of supply, illustrating the incredible velocity of the brand's global supply chain. From the loading dock, the product begins its final journey to the hands of consumers worldwide. And that's how Monster Energy is made, inside the modern factory. In the massive automated warehouse, the scale of global demand becomes visible through a perfectly synchronized dance of logistics. Every pallet is wrapped with high-tension film, ensuring the product remains stable as it travels thousands of miles to its destination. Day and night, a constant fleet of transport vehicles departs, carrying millions of cans to retailers around the globe. One final check ensures that every can meets the rigorous standards that have made this the world's leading energy drink.
And that's how Monster Energy is made. From amphibian motors, fit reels to the final product.